Alrighty, everybody. Hello, hello. How's everyone? Happy Sunday. It's the end of the weekend for everybody here. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. It's the 26th of January, 2020. We're actually heading to the end of January here. And, seems like, it's been a fun month. It definitely has been a fun month. However, a pretty slow month, no real major new releases at all outside of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which of course is for a very defined audience. Let's put it that way. It's certainly not a game that's going to have monstrous mainstream appeal. Outside of people who aren't if you're a huge fan of Dragon Ball, that's different. But really, it's been a dead month for gaming. So we've been doing a lot of different stuff in regards to downtime playthroughs and the like. I hope you guys have enjoyed the streams this month. I've done my best, and it seems that in general you guys are enjoying everything I'm doing and having a good time with it, which is excellent. So I hope that you guys are excited for another gameplay stream here today. It's going to be a full day of streaming yet again. 2 more days of streaming in my streaming week before I have my day off on Tuesday. Excuse me. So what is up? What is going on? Let's talk, everybody. So first of all, it's Sunday. We got a few ongoing things going on. I strongly recommend you guys post up your questions for Ask the King, which is my Q&A show that's happening this coming Thursday. All right, the more questions posted up, the better. You can type !, Ask the King into the stream chat to bring up the link to do that, or it'll post up automatically. I believe it's every 20 minutes or so. The link will get posted up there. So, yeah, please do. Please post up your questions. I look forward to Ask the King every other month, and this is no exception. It should be a good week coming up here, okay? And then, also, please continue to nominate your favorite moments from my 11 years as a content creator for the upcoming retrospective marathon. That'll be taking place sometime in February. All right, that should also be great. I'm looking forward to that, of course. And I hope that you guys are too. I always like the retrospective marathon events. They're really fun. And the more nominations for that, the better that is as well, because that's more stuff for me to go through and review during the event. I really don't get a chance to go back and watch my own stuff ever. I'm far too busy making new content every single day. So it's really cool when we do these retrospective events, and I finally get a chance to go back and maybe see some of the stuff from my past for the very first time and review it with you and watch it with you and react to it, right? So, yes, good stuff. Please be sure to contribute to both upcoming project/events. It is your interactivity and your feedback that makes everything better here on the streams. I'm really excited when you get an opportunity to do that kind of stuff. All right, now let's talk about what gameplay you can expect coming up. So today is the continuation of Knights of the Old Republic. Last time around, we finished up everything that was on the planet of Manan, and we moved on to Kashyyyk. I think it's Kashyyyk. I used to think it was Kashyyyk, but then when I played Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, I think they were saying it was Kashyyyk. So now I kind of know how to pronounce it, unless maybe that game had it wrong too. I have no idea. So Wookiee Homeworld, we pretty much just arrived, but I've been using my Force powers to destroy everything. And I'm thinking, if I wasn't so powerful, this already would have been a big pain in the ass, this planet. But in reality, I'm destroying all the monsters on it pretty easily because I have chain lightning. I'm throwing my lightsaber as a boomerang, and it's really good. It's basically, I'm really destroying everything, which is fun as hell. So, I hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough so far. Looking forward to another 3 to 4 hours of it here on the stream. I don't know how far we'll get. I don't know how much there is to do on Kashyyyk. So we'll see. But being that it seems like there's going to be a lot of missions on this planet. Remember, I believe there's a mission for Mission's brother who wanted us to find someone or something on Kashyyyk. I think people were saying the final party member is somewhere on Kashyyyk. And then also, we've got, our Wookiee party member whose name escapes me right now, hilariously. I can't remember his friggin' name. But he also used to live there, and he was exiled. So it'll be interesting to see how that's going to pan out during the course of the gameplay on the planet. Okay? So a lot of stuff that's going to probably be coming up. Zalbar, that's his name? So Zalbar, yes. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of stuff coming up on this particular stream in regards to the planet. So let's find out. Let's see what happens today, okay? I'm excited, as you know. Really been enjoying doing the Sith choices in the playthrough. This is really the first major playthrough I think I've ever done all negative choices like this. So it's actually pretty fun to explore and to see what's available. Good stuff. Okay, later tonight, on the late night stream, I'm playing Doom 2. Now that is very, very different. I almost never, well, actually, I don't think I've rarely ever played like an old school FPS like that before. Very rarely would I ever go back to the 90s and play that old school kind of stuff like that. And so I'm excited to play Doom 2 for a couple reasons. First of all, I played it during the Christmas marathon, and the hour to hour and a half that I played it, I absolutely loved it. This version has remixed music, which is nice. And playing the old school style shooter was the first time I played this in many, many years, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. It's hard, by the way. It's very challenging, but it's very fun as well. So I'm looking forward to a couple hours of Doom 2 tonight. I hope you'll join me for that, okay? There's no story in Doom 2. It's just shooting everything. So it'll be a fun interactive stream, especially if you guys want to talk while I'm doing it. It would definitely make it a lot better than just me playing it, okay? So I hope you'll join me for that. Now, in addition, if you guys aren't aware, in just a couple months here, Doom Eternal comes out. It's pretty much, in my opinion, like the first really huge release of 2020, and this will be a cool lead-in for that. You know, getting a little bit of the background of, oh, this is where Doom came from in the 90s. This is the original series before we actually play the new iteration in March, okay? So I hope you'll join me for that tonight. That's going to be cool, okay? Tomorrow, we return to Donkey Kong 64, which I know many of you are very, 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 very much looking forward to because it's a very rage-inducing game. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Although by the end of the stream, when I started playing it on Friday, I actually did kind of figure out what I was doing. You know, it seems like every time you unlock a character, you got to buy their gun. You got to get their abilities from the grandfather. You got to buy a musical instrument for them. And then you got to basically go around doing those puzzle things in each stage with those to get the golden bananas. And then you also have to collect the regular bananas. And you give the regular bananas to the pig. And the pig will unlock the boss door. You fight a boss, you get another golden banana for fighting the boss, right? So that's kind of what it seems like. So that's what we're going to be continuing on Monday. All right, 4 more hours of Donkey Kong 64. Considering the struggle I had and the rage it caused me on Friday, you probably are looking forward to it again, okay? And then on Monday night, it's my weekly Minecraft chill stream. This week, we're going to be finishing up the Shrine project from last week, which we're very close to finishing. Probably only like maybe 20 minutes we'll finish that up. And then we're going to begin work on a new project, which is going to be a mob grinder, a device by which enemies will infinitely respawn. And those enemies will basically die and give me free experience whenever I need it. So that way, if I need experience to enchant something, etc., I don't have to go out and farm combat, and I don't have to fish. I'll just be able to go to my mob grinder and get free experience whenever I need it. All right, so we're going to start work on that. Now, in addition to that, we have another fun project to work on that I haven't even announced yet. I'm going to announce that on Monday night stream. In reality, I think that project's going to be pretty neat and fun and not as time-consuming as the stupid mob grinder is going to be. But we got a few things to work on in Minecraft coming up, okay? Okay. I'm off on Tuesday. I'll be back on Wednesday with the continuation of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. All right? And Wednesday night is going to be my Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island playthrough continuing. Thursday, it's Ask the King. Thursday is the big Q&A show, Ask the King. So please, by all means, post up your questions for Ask the King, as I've already mentioned. Thursday night is going to be the next stream of Knights of the Old Republic. So the reason I'm going this far into the schedule today is to explain to you guys. Yes, today is Knights of the Old Republic, but the next night stream is actually going to be a late night stream that's only going to be 2 hours. The reason being this week, because of Ask the King, we basically lose a main gameplay stream. But I don't want to not play one of the major games this week that I'm playing because of that. So what we're doing is we're sacrificing the PUBG stream. There's not going to be a PUBG stream this week. Instead, we're going to do a late night stream of Knights on Thursday. And then continuing on Friday is going to be everything going on. So Friday is going to be Donkey Kong 64 and and Street Fighter. And that means Saturday will be Dragon Ball Z Kakarot and Pokemon, etc. You know, kind of continuing on with the main rotation of the schedule. Okay? So there we go. And that's going to be the week. You know, a lot of the games I'm playing right now are pretty long. You know, I know Knights of the Old Republic. I still got Kashyyyk, and then we've got apparently 1 to 2 more planets before the game ends. So we're talking probably each planet's taking about 4+ hours. So more than likely 12 to 20 more hours in Knights, I would think. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, we only just halfway through, and we're over 20 hours into the game. But yeah, we just hit the halfway point, you know, beating the Namek Saga. We've still got the entire Android/Cell Saga, and then we got the Boo Saga, and those are going to take quite a while. Those are pretty lengthy. So we've got 2 really lengthy games. I don't know how long Donkey Kong 64 is. There's only 5 characters in the game, I believe, or is it 6? I'm not 100% on that if there's 5 or 6, but I've already got 3, and I would think maybe there's like 5-6 worlds in the game, so maybe that'll be one. I think we're going to be juggling these games for about another 1 to 2 weeks, quite frankly, which may work out, because then finally some new releases start hitting around mid-February, and, you know, obviously if I want some time to play those, not to say that they're super high profile, I think one's like a Mega Man collection, and I forget what the other one is, but I definitely think that, you know, I definitely think that we're going to have a lot of stuff to carry us into that time frame. I don't think we're going to be lacking for content. Okay, we're going to have many games to play on the streams here. Good variety of stuff. So, okay. By the way, yes, I totally forgot to update the schedule section on my Twitch page. 100%, I haven't even thought about it. So, I did the podcast last week explaining the schedule, right? And then I never updated the schedule on the Twitch page, so it's completely wrong. I basically would have to update that, and I did not update that. I should say, oh, here's the current games going on, here's the games coming up. I never did that. I do have to update that. So, if someone reminds me later, I'll do it. The problem is usually I can't remember to do it. So, okay. Anyway, so continuing on. So that's the good stuff going on right now, guys. I just want to say extra special thanks to everyone who's been supportive recently. I really do appreciate it. You know, right now, as you guys know, I'm basically in a really tough time in my life personally, behind the scenes. The streams have been great. My life, you know, my personal life with my wife and my cat is great, but, you know, the finances and stuff behind the scenes are terrible. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been very supportive and contributing to the streams. You're helping out a lot. I appreciate it. This week in particular, like, there's a lot coming up this week behind the scenes in regards to everything going on that's going to be very stressful for me. Just to forewarn everyone, I may be really stressed out this week. I hope I can get through it and survive it without losing my mind. But, you know, it is what it is. That's life. So thank you for being so supportive. You guys have basically, you know, allowed me to do what I love for a living, have fun doing it, and kind of forget about all the stressful shit that, you know, that I have to face, you know, in my real life outside of this. So, you know, thanks for that, right? All right. So anyway, thank you guys. All right, let's get on to the next segment. Let's go to the gratuitous plugs. Thank you guys for 11 awesome years of content creation. You've allowed me to share my gameplay experiences with you all on a daily basis, and I really appreciate that. I love the chill vibes that we have on the streams. I love the fact that I get to do what I love for a living. You know, gaming is my passion and my hobby as well as my job, and I really do love the fact that that is something that I get to do all the time. You know, I'm very lucky in that regard, and I'm very grateful that everyone seems to like that I do that and wants to see me continue to be able to do it and supports me in my efforts to do it, okay? So speaking of which, if you like the fact that I'm here 6 days a week live streaming full time, if you like the fact that I upload all of my archive streams to DSPGaming on YouTube, despite the fact I get almost zero personal gain out of them, and if you really want to see me be able to continue doing this, please consider contributing via one of the methods that I am going to outline in just a moment. All right? Thank you in advance. But that being said, please understand something, okay? Please understand that contributions are not mandatory whatsoever. Contributions are completely optional. All right? I don't hold anyone against, I don't hold it against anyone if they don't contribute. I'm not expecting anything from anyone. I consider it going above and beyond being a standard stream viewer if indeed you do contribute in any way, okay? I'm incredibly grateful that I get to do this every single day. I know that's a rarity, that someone gets to do what they love all day, every day, right? And I would never demand anything from anybody, you know? I find that when we have a fun, chill stream of positive stuff, that if people want to contribute, they will. It's not about demanding something from the audience, like some other streamers seem to do, apparently, all right? So, know that you are welcome here no matter what. You know, I made YouTube videos for 2.5 years before I ever monetized them. I would continue to stream in the future, even if I lost my ability to make money doing so. I would still stream in some diminished capacity because I love it so much. That's what I'm here for the fun of it, not for the money aspect, okay? So please understand that, and thank you guys very much for everything. Okay? All right, thank you. Let's continue. So, ladies and gents, let's go ahead and outline some of the ways that you can contribute if you like my streams, if you want to help me out right now in regards to keeping stuff going, in regards to my financial situation, etc. Okay? First of all, I have a Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. And since the month is going to end in 5 days, that means there's only 5 days left to pledge to my Patreon and get your perks for the coming month. All right? When you look at my Patreon, you're going to see that when you pledge to it, you earn personal perks depending on how much you pledge, you know, in what category, etc. All the information is outlined there on my Patreon. So, please give it a look. You know, one of the things that people can get is actually priority questions for Ask the King, you know, coming up this week. Fair enough. All right, good stuff. Give it a look. Thanks to anyone who's a current patron, and thanks to anyone who considers pledging to it. I have a Teespring store where I sell all kinds of merchandise. Primarily it's t-shirts, but there's other things there like mugs and stickers and sweatshirts, etc. Give that a look as well, and anything you get there helps me out, and you get a cool collectible out of it, so that's nice. If you're here live on the stream, it's pretty much kind of a no-brainer that you're going to want to try to contribute in a way where you're going to get some kind of extra recognition for contributing on the stream, right? So if you either cheer with bits, or you subscribe to my channel, or you tip me, any of those methods during the course of today's stream, I'm going to give you a live thank you shout out during the stream as a method of saying, hey, thanks a lot for the support. As long as, you know, your message is within the guidelines of the rules, okay? So, you know, it's really awesome that you can get that extra recognition. In addition to that, that's a major way that we interact during the stream, right? We communicate via that method, and it's really cool that I get to have those interactions with you guys. We have a stream stats leaderboard at the top of the screen that outlines things such as the top cheerer and top tipper of the day. So that's a cool way to highlight someone who's a top contributor, okay? In addition, there's a leaderboard that is integrated here right into Twitch that shows things such as the top cheerer of the week, as well as the top sub gifter of the week, okay? So that's another way to get recognized. And by the way, today's Sunday. Per Twitch's criteria, Sunday is the last day of the week. I know it's kind of silly because technically Saturday is the last day of the week. Sunday's the first day of the week. But Twitch thinks that Sunday's the last day of the week. So that means that overnight, those leaderboards for top cheerer and sub gifting reset. So today would be your absolutely last opportunity if you want to get ranked up there as one of the top cheerers or sub gifters of the week. Today's your last day to do so, okay? It'll reset tomorrow. Okay. So all good stuff all around. Now, I just mentioned a lot of ways to contribute. You may be wondering what's the best way to contribute. If I've mentioned so many. The best way to contribute and help me out the most is by tipping me. When you tip me, I can use those funds to do many things. All right? Pay for games, pay for groceries, pay for taxes, pay attorney's fees, pay insurance. There's a million things that that I can pay with that. Because I get those fees I get those tips immediately. There's no processing time. With all other contribution methods, there's a little bit of processing time that it takes for those to actually hit. And so, tipping does help me slightly more than everything else. This week in particular is going to be an incredibly stressful week for me financially. So tips are greatly appreciated today in particular. If you could tip me, it would really help me out, okay? So a couple things to know about tipping. First of all, you can either look below the stream for a tips jar button you can click on, or you can type ! Tip into the stream chat. Either way, you'll get to my PayPal tips page. On that page, you'll notice that you can either log in and you can use an existing PayPal account or create a new one, or you can actually tip me with just a debit or credit card without making an account at all. Now, if you don't see that option, that's probably because you're on a mobile version of the site, and usually the option to tip with a credit card or debit card is only available on the full desktop version, so you might want to try to load that on your mobile device if you're on one, or just use a desktop computer to tip if that's what you're looking to do. Okay? All right? Some people are asking, why is this going to be a stressful week? I'll be very honest with you, because this week I have to pay a giant tax payment to the state because I owe back taxes. So I'm paying a giant tax payment to the state this week, and then I have no money. That's the problem. So I'm very nervous about the coming 1 to 2 weeks. You know, I don't get paid by Twitch until the middle of the month, and right now I have to drop a ridiculously large chunk of money to back taxes to the state. And that's going to be tight as shit. You know, it's going to be terrible. I hate doing it, but I have to do it. So that's what I'm being honest about here. You're not going to hear me mention it too often, because I'd rather just focus on the games and not think about it. But that's what's happening this week. So, all right. So. Well, here we go. We got an insulting dickhead. Excuse me. Goodbye, asshole. Okay. Okay. Continuing on. So, a couple things, guys, about contributing on the internet. I want to look out for you guys. I want to make sure that you guys are protected. I want to make sure that you guys are safe. What I mean by that is, sadly, there are some people on the internet that literally look to get opportunities to anonymously hurt people just for the sake of doing it. It doesn't give them any personal benefit. They don't gain anything out of it. But they get a feeling of some kind of power or worth or whatever it is when they can mess with someone's life on the internet. I know that sounds weird to you and me, because for us, people who have meaningful, positive lives, you don't get that kind of stuff. But they do, because they don't have that, okay? So what I mean by that is, if you're going to contribute on a stream, anyone's stream, mine or anyone else's, you want to take some time to be diligent and try to protect your personal information and make sure that your information does not get out there on the internet. Okay, what I mean by that is, a lot of people don't realize the sheer amount of information that we have on the internet these days between all of our social media accounts like Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. You might have things like your family members or your job that are all publicly visible there, and you don't realize that could be used against you. Okay, so if you are considering contributing on my stream today, I strongly recommend you use a method that's not going to reveal any kind of personal links or data to yourself, because that's just going to open up a can of worms of people who are malicious on the internet. Okay, in particular, if you're going to tip me today to help out, you can just tip me anonymously and say anonymous, and no one will know it's you. Or you could completely fabricate a name, make it up, and make sure that name has nothing whatsoever to do with your real life name or your online personas on your social media as well. That way no one can associate it with those and try to come after you. Okay? See what I mean? So, the truth of the matter here is that it's all at our own, discretion to make sure what we put out on the internet. But please be safe, okay, guys? I look out for you guys. I want to make sure that no one's getting harassed because they're contributing to a stream of mine or something like that, okay? Okay. Moving on. Let's talk about the rules of the stream, okay, guys? So, first of all, I have to abide by all the rules and regulations of Twitch.tv, all right? And I hope you guys understand that. I can't just say and do whatever I want on the stream. In addition to that, excuse me, I have my own kind of set of rules and criteria that I need to follow. All right? So, truth of the matter is that I want to maintain a chill vibe on my streams. I want my streams to be a place where you can feel like you can escape all of the stresses of your real life. You can come by here and relax with me, have a good time, see my honest reaction to whatever game I'm playing for that day, interact with me in the stream chat a little bit, and just, relax, have a good time, have a chill time with all of us. Since that's the case, obviously, one of the things that we want to do is avoid drama and avoid controversy and avoid arguments. So there are two topics that I found over the years kind of cause those problems. They cause those arguments. They cause drama. They cause controversy. And that's the topics of politics and religion, folks. In my 11 years as a content creator, I don't think I've ever really had a meaningful conversation about either of those things. Every time you try, you get people who argue or disagree, and they refuse to see a new perspective outside of their own. For some reason, those are very polarizing topics that people just get very, very agitated over. So I don't allow them as topics of open discussion on my stream unless we're playing a game that maybe has ties to those topics. So in context to a game that's different, but just in general, start talking about, you know, the upcoming election and the Democratic primary and the impeachment of Trump and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to talk about that crap on my stream, okay? Now, in addition, I'm well aware that there are a lot of people out there who love to make fun of me, insult me, defame me, slander me on a daily basis. They do this for personal gain because they realize that when they do it, they can get attention for themselves. And a lot of them actually make out on toxic places like YouTube, making money, making that kind of really insulting, defamatory content. For some reason, YouTube allows it. Don't ask me why, but it's really messed up that these people think that they can ride my coattails and make a living doing what they're doing, but hey, they're doing it. And I don't have money to sue them for defamation. I'm not that kind of person. Instead, I'm going to focus on the positive, meaning I'm just going to make positive gameplay streams every day. I'm still here. I'm going to persevere and be here no matter what. So, to hell with those people. I'm just going to ignore them. Okay? I see no reason to dwell on them or focus on them. Now, we have a strict rule. Don't bring those up in the streams. Okay? It's against the rules to do so. The reason being is that if you do, say, oh, Phil, guess who's insulting you today? Guess who said what about you today? Which, by the way, people still do on a regular basis, and they still get moderated for it because it's against the friggin' rules. All right? If you do that, you are going to be moderated appropriately because all that does is it derails my stream and it gives attention to those people who don't deserve it. All right? Last thing we want to do is give those negative people more attention. So please understand that it's against the rules. Know why it's against the rules, and thank you for understanding. Let's just have a fun, positive stream today and ignore all the outside bullshit, the white noise and the drama of these idiots. Okay? Good stuff. All right. All right, guys. Okay, so that's that. It's now time to move on to the third and final segment of the stream, where we give thank yous to those who have contributed, and we go ahead and hold on a second here. We go ahead and start updating the leaderboards and all of that stuff. Okay? So first of all, there are a couple people who actually tipped me before I even turned the stream on today. So let's read those here. First, we start off with Chunky Jack, who tipped me $1 and says, how do I find your email? It's my public email. It's been the same email literally since the day I started streaming. Excuse me. The day I started uploading videos to YouTube. It's darksidephil@hotmail.com. Not hard to find. I believe Chunky Jack is asking because he got banned a while ago and wants to get unbanned, but I don't even know his name on Twitch. So I can't unban him unless he emails me and I can appeal the decision. Okay? So, yes. Shoot me an email there. Thank you, Chunky Jack, for the $1 tip. And then someone named You Were Born a Human Male tipped me $1 and says, when is the retrospective event? Well, first of all, that's going to be sometime in February, probably mid to late February, because I want to give people a chance to nominate everything. Okay? He said, if I donate $50, will you go to the movies with Kat to see Sonic on Valentine's Day? As two gamers in love, it seems like the perfect date. First of all, it's looking like Kat probably is going to have to work on Valentine's Day. So that's out. We're not even going to be doing anything together on Valentine's Day because she'll be working. And so, no, the answer there is no. We would not go on Valentine's Day. Now, is there a possibility that in the future we would maybe go see the movie? I would say maybe. I would have to ask her if she's interested. I have no idea if she's interested in seeing the movie or not. And I'm certainly not going to drag her to the movies to see something she's not interested in seeing. In reality, there hasn't been a movie we've been interested in seeing in quite a while. And we have so little time together, you know, the one day a week that we get to spend together, that we like to do more different stuff that we're not, we're tied down in a movie theater for 2-3 hours watching a movie that's not so great. You know what I mean? But maybe we'll see. I don't know. I mean, I'm intrigued by the movie. I'm not dying to see it, but at the same time, I'd like to maybe see what it is just as a curiosity thing. So I guess I can ask her if she's interested and go from there. But I'm not going to be dishonest with you. You were born a human male, and I'm not going to say yes just to get a $50 contribution and then kind of, you know, not see the movie. That would be pretty messed up. So I'm not going to lie to you, all right? I don't know if we're going to see it. I don't know if we're going to have time to see it. I couldn't guarantee that at this point. So by all means, if you'd like to contribute, thanks very much. I would appreciate it a lot. It would help out, but I can't promise you that we're going to go see the movie. So therefore, it's at your own discretion. Okay? Hopefully you think that's fair enough. Okay? Okay. Oh, let's see here. Authentic Italian Dolphin resub for 4 months in a row. It says dolphins are more intelligent than frogs. I think that's true. I think if you matter of fact look at the situation, dolphins have bigger brains and more intelligence than frogs. Oh crap! Okay, now I'm overdoing it. I actually had to yawn and then I stretched, and then I made over the top noises like a Muppet. So I'm gonna stop that now before people start calling me a Muppet. That would not be good. They say I'm like Beaker. Okay, so anyway, Authentic Italian Dolphin, I think you are correct. Larry, Donna, come look at this. Tip me $1, and that actually is the first contribution that actually happened during the live stream, so I'm going to put that up on the leaderboard. Larry, Donna, look at this. What does that mean? I have no idea. But thank you for the $1 tip. And let's see what they say here. Oh my God, excuse me. I felt that one coming. And that's why I waited a second for it to come out before I continued talking. But that was equally disgusting, so I'm very sorry. If any of you start vomiting profusely as a result of that, I wholeheartedly apologize. Okay. Larry Donna, come look at this. Tip the $1. And says, are you going to play Sonic 3D Blast during the release of the Sonic movie? I heard your Sonic remix is being used in the movie. Sung by Blake Shelton. Thoughts? That's amazing. I am fucking Sonic. Yeah. That would be amazing if it was in the movie. I don't think it's going to be, though. But anyway, am I going to play Sonic 3D Blast? I don't know. First of all, is that on? That's not on the Genesis Mini, is it? I think it was Sonic Spinball and Sonic 1 and 2 is on there, but not Sonic 3D Blast. It would be awesome if it was, but I don't think it is. I already played all the Sonic games that are on the freaking the Genesis Mini. So I really don't have the opportunity to play a Sonic game in time for the movie. So, the answer is probably not. I don't think we're going to be doing anything special for the timing of the Sonic movie. Cousin Sven was just asking in stream chat, why did the other tips get shunned from the leaderboard? Because they happened before the stream started. You know, the stream, the leaderboard at the top of your screen tracks contributions during the live stream. Those other tips had come in before the stream started, so those aren't going to get to the leaderboard because those aren't from the stream. Those are overnight, basically considered kind of overnight contributions. Okay. DSP loves him some Dragon Ball GT. It's the complete opposite of what I said. I hate Dragon Ball GT. Tip me $1. He says, if you could go to any concert, what would it be? Who do you think would be the ultimate concert? I heard in the past pre-stream you hated the Dave Matthews Band concert. I did. The Dave Matthews Band concert I went to was the worst experience ever. First of all, the acoustics were awful. You couldn't actually hear the band. It was completely garbled. So I don't know what the fuck was going on in this arena, but it sounded absolutely terrible. It really did. Like, you couldn't hear anything. It was like... That's what it sounded like. I'm like, now I know Dave Matthews Band. I actually liked their music, but I couldn't understand anything they were singing. It sounded terrible. So I'm here, can't enjoy the music because the acoustics are garbage. Everyone in the fucking stadium we were in was high as shit. The whole stadium reeked of pot. People were stumbling about drunk and high as fuck, acting like idiots. And it's like... Wow, what a great, enjoyable experience. Basically what it was, you know, this was the early 2000s. And I was there with my friends. And we were young, I can't remember exactly how old we were, but I would want to say we're probably between ages of 18 and 20. And we were there, like, literally everyone there was, like, in their 30s. It was all 30-somethings, probably off from work, coming to, we're going to get high, man, and we're going to drink, and we're going to just we're going to have a fun time at the Dave concert, bro. You know, it wasn't a vibe of people our age group. So I absolutely hated the fucking concert. I thought it was shit. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. It was tickets that someone had given to us because I guess someone else had bought them and couldn't go. So we ended up going in their place, and man, that concert fucking sucked ass. Okay. So... Yeah, I hated that Dave Matthews concert. What kind of a concert would I like? I don't know. I don't know at this point. I don't listen to modern music, and I certainly don't know what the vibe is like at a concert because I haven't been to one in a bajillion years. So I can't answer that. The last concert I was at was when I attended MagFest. They had concerts of video game cover bands that were playing, and of course Nobuo Uematsu and his band, the Earthbound Papas, was there, and they were playing. So that was pretty fun, but that was all video game related stuff, and I really enjoyed that. But I guess that would be the last thing that I did, and there you go. Old Yeller for the win. Did a 100-bit cheer, first cheer of the day, and says, "Here you go, Phil. Glad to be doing this completely of my own volition." Well, thank you, Old Yeller. I appreciate that. I think he's in response to what I just said about 20 minutes ago. Contributions are not mandatory, and I appreciate anyone who does contribute. So thank you, Old Yeller. Welcome to Snap City. Did a 100-bit cheer. Because I know you aren't in the WWE as much anymore. If you had to pick a winner of today's men's and women's Royal Rumble, who would you want to win them? Oh man. Well, the men's, I'll just be very matter of fact. I just want new people to win. I'm tired of seeing, oh, look, it's one of the top dogs who already is at the top of the company and already either is a champion or has been a champion, and WWE wants to shove them down our throats again this time of year because they want to sell tickets to WrestleMania. No, I'd rather have someone new and fresh win the Royal Rumble to give us some exciting new programs. Someone new into the title picture. Or maybe someone who hasn't had an opportunity at the title, who's been around for a long time and has never been given an opportunity at the title. Or in the case of WWE, who likes to screw shit up, fixing the wrongs, okay? So I'll give you my absolutely perfect Royal Rumble finish for me this year would be Kofi Kingston wins the Rumble by eliminating Brock Lesnar. Because earlier this year, or I say last year, Kofi was the Cinderella story of WWE, where after years and years of being underappreciated, they made him the champion for many months, but then they just insta-squashed him with Brock instantly destroying him in a title match, and they never even gave him a fucking rematch. They were like, fuck you. So if they really wanted to fix the situation, how badly they put a bad taste in everyone's mouth, put him in the Rumble, have him eliminate Brock Lesnar, who's in the Rumble inexplicably, have him go to WrestleMania and fucking beat Brock. Now that would be the penultimate. That would be even bigger than the underdog story of Daniel Bryan. That would be like, holy shit, Kofi Kingston beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. That would blow the goddamn roof off of the fucking place to a point where it would be insanity. But I don't think that'll ever happen. I don't think that will ever fucking happen. Because that's not how WWE works. Okay? So that's my ultimate Royal Rumble. That's what I would want to see, but it's not going to happen. As for the women, like I said, I really don't care. But again, someone who maybe is getting an opportunity who wouldn't normally get that opportunity, that's who I would want to see win the women's Rumble. Okay? Okay. Barbara Clark tipped $1 and says, "I know sometimes detractors will send tips and try to get refunds, and it doesn't usually work. Therefore, you get the money anyways. But what if they tipped you $1,000? You would still get it even if they don't have it. That's not how it works. What happens is they will do a tip of some sort. Okay. Now, if they don't have the money, the tip will never go through. What happens is if it's a payment method that doesn't clear, it goes into a pending status, so it won't legitimately show until it actually clears. So I'm not too worried about that. No, what usually happens is you'll have someone who legitimately has the money, all right? And they'll charge it to their credit card or they'll charge it to their debit card or whatever. But then after the fact, they'll put in false dispute notes with PayPal saying, oh, Phil didn't ship an item to me or something stupid like that, which is dumb because it's not what the tip is. It's not a transaction on fucking eBay where they're buying something from me. It's them sending me a tip during a stream, okay? So when they do that, it's a hassle to me. I have to manually dispute those with PayPal, explain the situation, give information about the stream, etc. It's a lot of work, all right? Now, in regards to, let's say a large tip comes in, not once ever has a large tip come in and I have lost the dispute with PayPal. 100% of the time that a large tip comes in, I win it, okay? So even though, if you remember, 2 years ago, we had that Tutankhamun asshole who came in here and was trying to derail all my streams, and he tipped me a bunch of money, and then he tried to get it all back. I won all of those disputes. I mean, it was ridiculous. It was like 40, 50, 60 disputes. I won every single one. I kept all that money because you can't do that shit. PayPal doesn't fuck like that. They don't fuck around like that. Do you really think they want to bother refunding all those processing fees and all that shit? Of course they don't. So they're always going to side with the streamer on stuff like that, you know? The real hassle comes with, you know, every once in a while, so a troll will come in here with like $1 tip and insult me, and then they'll dispute it, and now I got to go out of my way to go fucking, you know, clear that up or whatever with PayPal, which, again, if I dispute it, I always win, but it's just a hassle, you know? But that's the situation. No, if a troll actually came in here, said, watch this, I'm going to really fuck Phil over, I'm going to do $1,000 tip, and I'm going to dispute it and get my money back. No, they're not. They're going to get completely fucked. I'm going to keep that because I win those all the time. Like I said, literally never. The only time ever that there was a situation like that I didn't win, well, again, it was about 2 years ago. It was supposedly an actual stolen credit card. Like someone had tipped like $300-$400 or something like that. And then it came back where PayPal was like, no, you know, those actually were stolen. It was actually legitimately stolen. So that's got to be refunded per the law. But outside of that, anyone who has authorization and uses their own stuff, you know, they're not going to win those disputes. So, there you go. Okay. Ruby Atomic Chaser, what day's your tax due on? End of this month. I have a big payment due. Basically what it is fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is due the end of this month. I was able to pay off with the help that you guys gave me in December. I was able to pay off all the taxes that I owed up to then. But now the fourth quarter taxes for 2019 are due by the end of this month. Another big chunk of money that I got to dump. And that means I am 100% tapped out again. So that's why I said, if you guys can help me with tips today and tomorrow and into this, you know, this coming week, tips would help me tremendously right now because I did the math. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be 100% tapped out when I make this payment. It sucks, but that's just life. So thank you guys if you can contribute, and if you are contributing, I appreciate it. Okay. Alfred Aponte did a $2.30 tip. Thank you, Alfred. He says, Phil, I hope you have a good day. Any chance that you'll do another RPG after Mass Effect 2? Well, we are already doing RPGs. If you remember, you know, coming up, we got the Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out, and that's a mainstream game everyone's going to want to see me play. So by default, we already have that one coming up. Now, I'm playing a ridiculous amount of RPGs at this point. Let's take a look at this, right? I just finished Final Fantasy VI. We're doing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. We're doing Knights of the Old Republic. Okay? That's a lot of RPGs. And then coming up, I'm going to be doing Mass Effect 2. Although, essentially, Mass Effect 2 is a little different. It's not like a traditional RPG. It's more action-based, for sure, and has dialogue choices and stuff. So it's a little different than a traditional RPG, I would say. But then we got Final Fantasy. You know, we've got a ridiculous amount of RPGs coming up. So, do I want to interject yet another RPG into the schedule? Probably not. So I think that's something we won't do. Or at least I'm not going to actively try to put another RPG into the mix if I can help it. It doesn't mean that one might not happen. You know, I don't know. You never know what's going to happen on my streams or what I decide to play. But for now, that's not in the cards. Let's put it that way. Okay? Okay, so thank you very much for the tip. Mature adult cheered. I can't read what he said. It's some weird symbol. It's like MA heart PB forever. I don't even know what that means. Well, thank you, Mature Adult, for the cheer. I have no understanding of what that says. Old Yeller for the win did another 100-bit cheer and says, glad to be part of the stream. I want to keep my name at the top as long as possible. Well, thank you for that, Old Yeller. Sadly, as soon as you said that, Posh Ganache did a 201-bit cheer and said, hey, Phil, play Apex Legends. Well, Posh Ganache, no, I'm not going to play Apex Legends. I do not care about that game whatsoever anymore. So that's not going to happen. But I appreciate the cheer. Thank you very much on that. But sadly, Old Yeller, you are not the top cheerer anymore. Posh Ganache upended you there. So FYI, if you wanted to stay at the top of the leaderboard, sadly, you are not. Snake Eater, what's going on, sir? He just did a 50-bit cheer. He says, how does the air fryer work? Does it taste the same? I'm currently using a deep fryer. Thing is switching for health reasons and the mess cleaning it. Well, I've only used the air fryer twice so far. Well, essentially the problem is finding reliable recipes that we know we're going to like and having the time to mess with it, because what we found is a couple things. First of all, it is a pain to clean. The air fryer is a pain to clean. You know, we made these popcorn chicken with it, and when we did it, sadly, it made a huge mess. Like the breading or whatever sticks to the trays and stuff inside of it, and it's like, okay, it's great, we have food, but now we have to scrub the fuck out of this thing, you know. So it's kind of a pain in the ass to clean. That's number one. Number two, the air fryer did not taste exactly like a deep fryer. It still tasted good. You know, the breading that we put on this chicken still tasted good. But I think in order for it to be similar to, say, a deep fryer, you would need to spray it with oil a few times, which we didn't do. So it was a little on the drier side. The chicken was actually quite good. It was flavorful and juicy, but the breading on the outside of the chicken was a little on the drier side, and it just did not really taste like deep fried chicken. It still tasted good. Yeah, I'm not trying to talk shit about it, but the way we saw it was, man, so basically, you know, this is a lot of work because we had to fry it in there. Now we have to scrub this thing and clean it, and the chicken doesn't even really taste as good as regular fried chicken, and we were kind of disappointed in that regard. And since then, we haven't even done anything with it. It's just kind of sat around because we're basically would like to look for like more dependable recipes. I think what we're gonna do is next time that we do something like French fries or something like that, we'll definitely use the air fryer for it. But we haven't really made anything like that. A lot of the meals that we make are either bakes or something that's like a stir fry deal that are easier to make. We don't usually do something that's like a deep fry or anything like that. So we'd have to actually actively like look for some crazy recipes, good recipes, in it. So I don't know. We haven't really done anything yet, but maybe we will, in the future, because we were thinking, oh, we're gonna do like turkey burgers and stuff in it. Well, we haven't even had turkey burgers since we got the thing. So, you know, that's just funny how that works. But anyway, yeah, I'm not saying I'm not gonna use the air fryer, but the one or two times that we used it, we weren't like super impressed with what came out of it. So we're kind of like very skeptical about putting all that work into cooking something in it and having to clean the shit out of it when it doesn't taste as good. Okay? Okay. Albert Apade tipped me another $2.30. Says, hey, does the 30-cent really help you? Yeah. Albert, I'm telling you. I mean, it actually does. When you tip me the extra 30 cents, you're essentially cutting the processing fee out of it. You are. And you may not think it's that big of a deal, but you got to understand that it actually does help significantly because it adds up. It's like I've told you guys over the years. Whenever the fact that I'm still here is not because a small handful of people came in and were very generous, although that has happened, and thank you to those who that did happen with. The reason I'm really here is because a large group of people all came in and gave a little bit over the years. You know, that's how it keeps going. That's how the streaming works. It's not because one person comes in and drops a bomb of contributions. It's because everyone gives a little bit. Okay? So when you're covering that transaction fee, it actually helps a ton. Okay? Golden Colt says, doesn't $1.30 give you like 95 cents or something? What's the exact amount that makes you receive $1? Do you really want me to look it up? I could literally look it up right now. If you really want to know the answer to that, I'll look it up for you. No, the PayPal processing fees are not tax deductible. That's preposterous. No, they're not. It's just like any other fee from any bank or whatever. It's not tax deductible. Well, people want to know. All right, fine. People want to know. I'll answer you. Let me look it up. That way you'll have definitively, you'll have your answer. Okay. Let me look it up. Hold on. Here we go. I'm going to log in. I'm going to check it. Because I did get a few dollar tips this morning, so I'll be able to tell you guys. It'll actually be listed right there. Okay. Okay. So here you go. Every time someone tips me $1, I receive 67 cents. So it's 33 cents is the transaction fee. Okay? 33 cents. Oh, and here you go. Every time that Alfred tipped me $2.30, I received $1.93. So it's 33 cents per dollar, 37 cents for the $2. Those are the fees. See what I mean? So I guess I'm trying to think here. It looks to me like the safest way would be like 40 cents would cover it every time, because it varies. With $1, it's 33 cents. For the $2, it's like 37 cents. So there you go. There's your answer. The surefire way to cover it would be like 40 cents. Then it would 100% cover it. There you go. All right, there's your answer. Someone wanted an answer, you get your answer. Okay. Mature adult cheered again. He said, chilling at home today watching the stream. Woke up with the worst case of mud butt. Have a good day. Oh my God. Well, there you go. Absolutely disgusting. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for sharing that. Appreciate it. All right. So, for the last time this week, ladies and gentlemen, let's give shout outs to the top cheers of the week, because this leaderboard will reset overnight. Thank you to everyone who cheered this week. Thank you to the top cheerers. In 10th place this week, we have Spartan King. 9th place, Third Eye the Third. 8th place, Mr. Papavera. 7th place, Ripley Atomic. A tie for 5th between Sambuca and That Anonymous. 4th place is Shadow the Hedgehog. 3rd place, Cholo Veterano. 2nd place, Snake Eater. And in 1st place this week, Junior Man. In fact, it was Cholo Veterano who was in top for a long time, but then it looks like both Snake Eater and Junior Man kind of jumped ahead. Snake Eater is only behind by 15 bits. Wow, that's close. And then we get to those who have gifted subs this week. Thanks to the following people. Hold on. Oops, I clicked wrong. Alvaro Ponte, Elk DeRipa, Bad Shark 90, Based Black Republican, D-Train 12, Yeah 4335, and Jack Spartacus all gifted a single sub to the channel. And then Boxing Elephant gifted 6 subscriptions. That's amazing. That's what actually got us up to the amount of subs that we're at right now. In fact, I could check. I think actually we dropped a few subs since the beginning of the stream, FYI. Oh no, we're still 669. And again, I want to say thanks guys for your ongoing support in that regard too. Subs have been consistently good and increasing overall every month. I've noticed it creeps up a little bit every month, right? So that's excellent, and thank you for that. Okay, Ripley Atomic did a $10.40 tip and says, let's see if those 40 cents actually work. All right, Ripley. Well, first of all, thank you. You're the top shipping contributor. Let me get you on the leaderboard here. And if you'd like me to check, I will. I'll check. Let's see, since Ripley seems to want to test this, right? And see how much I actually get after the processing fee. Let's find out. Let's find out. Check again. What's going on? Go. Well, see, it varies. So in this case, Ripley tipped me $10.40. I actually received $9.64. I don't know where they got that from. You know what it must be? I think there's a flat 30-something cent fee, but then they charge a certain percent as well, right? So, I don't know what the percentage is, right? There's some percent that they charged. So, yeah, I got $9.64 out of $10.40. It's so random. Everyone's like, it's so... I know. I don't know how to figure this out. I really don't know how to figure this out. All right, so Alfred Aponte just tipped me another $2.40. Thank you, Alfred. I guess we could check on that. Hopefully that covers it. I don't... Let's find out. Someone says, shouldn't you know if this is your job? Well, I don't work for PayPal. I don't work for PayPal, so I don't 100% know all this. All right. I can confirm Alfred's tip, all right, it did cover it. He gave me, he tipped me $2.40. I received $2.03. So that did actually cover it. Yes, that one worked. Okay. Polish Frog says, do I have to report $1 of income even though I only received 67 cents? No. Because what happens is, as those contributions come in, they will, how can I say it? When I pull a spreadsheet of all the data of the income that I receive on PayPal, and PayPal auto subtracts the fees on that spreadsheet. So as long as that, I only counting after fees the income that I receive. So no, I'm not paying more taxes on the fees that PayPal takes. No, I'm not doing that. Thank God, because that would really suck. So there you go. Yes, thank you, Alfred. We if you tip $2.40, I will get the total $2. Okay? So there you go. Thank you, Alfred. Now Ripley Atomic Chair says he wants his money back. Well, listen, if you really want your money back, I don't know if you're joking or not. You can always try to file a dispute. I'm hoping you're joking. If you're serious about it, well, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is, I guess. Mature Adult cheered. He said I was crunching numbers. Oh, here you go. He says, if you paid $100,000 for the condo in 2009, now it's only worth 60. Surely you paid the difference over 10 years. No, because first of all, I paid more than that. If I remember correctly, the original purchase price of the condo when I bought it in 2009 was like, I want to say it was like 120-something thousand. Okay? I'm not 100% on that, but it was basically like 120-something thousand dollars. Okay? Now, the way mortgages work, if you're not aware, is that, let's say it's a 30-year mortgage, which I believe it was. The first 10 years that you pay that mortgage, you're literally almost paying all of the money that's the profit to the mortgage company up front so that they make their money. You're actually not paying off any of the principal of that mortgage at all, and you're basically not really building much, if any, equity in your home. The only way you'd have equity is if the home value naturally raised over time. But in my case, what happened was I had that condo for 10 years, and I paid the mortgage every year, or every month, and I got no equity in it at all. Instead, I paid all the money, interest, whatever you want to call it, the interest, the profit that the mortgage company got. They got all the profit for the first 10 years, and instead of the home value staying the same or going up, it went down. Okay? So I bought it for like 120-something thousand. Now it's worth 60. In 10 years, the home value halved. Okay? So, yeah, if a mortgage worked in a way that was like, oh, the first 10 years you should have paid off a third of your mortgage, so you should be okay. That's not the case. I literally paid nothing off the mortgage. It went right to the interest. The mortgage company made out like a bandit, and I got fucked. So that's sadly what happened. Okay? Ripley Atomic Cheer says, don't worry, I'm joking. All right, man. Well, thank you, Ripley. I appreciate the support today. Interesting to test the tip system and see how it works. It's kind of annoying that there's no like flat rate way to figure this out, but it is what it is, I guess. Okay? All right. What? Are you guys serious? Kobe Bryant was in a helicopter crash? Is this true? If so, that's awful. Kobe legitimately passed away? Holy shit. Oh my God. Yeah, look, it's trending. Did Kobe? Not Kobe, bro Kobe? What the fuck? Kobe Bryant dies in helicopter crash, age 41, says report. Holy shit, that's awful. Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash, age 41. The NBA legend was traveling with at least 3 other people in his private helicopter when it crashed in Calabasas on Sunday morning. Wow. That's fucking terrible. A legend of the NBA passed away incredibly prematurely. If this is true, which I guess it seems it is. Wow. Yeah, TMZ is reporting it now, too. That's all. Wow. I don't, not that I follow the NBA or anything, but that's awful. It's kind of weird because it seems like the news just hit. Like, literally just hit, so there's not, like, 100% coverage of it. It's TMZ and, like, one or two other sites reporting it. But I don't see it on any major sites right now, so. But, hey, TMZ reported it, so. Bogdan just tipped me $1 and says, would Twitch allow you to play the game Harvester or would you get banned? I don't even know what that is. Harvester? Never heard of it. So I can't answer that question because I don't know what that game is. I don't know why Twitch would not allow it unless it's an X-rated game or something that I never heard of, right? So. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I want to say thank you to everyone who has contributed so far. I appreciate all of your support. Let's take a quick break. I actually have to use the restroom before we start here. And I shall be right back. And then we're going to do some Knights of the Old Republic on stream. Okay, guys? Thank you very much. I appreciate your support. I'll be right back with Knights and see you in a couple minutes. All right.